Hello everyone, I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded, but I've been enjoying the Hive Scum class, the new class with the most recent Darktide update, and I thought, hey, why not upload a video showing some Havoc 40 gameplay with the new class. I was sick when I recorded this and running on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, so it's not perfect gameplay, but it should be enough to show off what the class can do. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of commentary, just, talking about my decision-making process as I go through the map, and how I've been playing at least this version of the Hive Scum. This one, I'll go over the items in just a second, but it's the double-barrel shotgun, and I'm using the Desperado alt, so it's kind of a run-and-gun type of character. Taking a look at the items, we have the knife here. I decided to go for Flak Maniac as the perks. You could run crit chance or block cost reduction or any other, number of different things depending on your playstyle. I don't think these are helping me hit any sort of particular breakpoints. It's just the generic ones that I chose. For the blessings, I have Uncanny Strike and Riposte. You could run Precognition as well, but these are the ones that I felt more comfortable with. The critical hit chance, especially if you decide to run the Hive Scum talent that lets you poison enemies on crit, having that extra 20% crit chance is very nice. For the shotgun here, it's the same Maniac Flak for the perks. Maniac is, I think, especially important because it helps you hit the shot breakpoint on mutants, which is very important. Mutants are super scary in Havoc 40. So being able to just double shot muties and quickly get rid of them is very nice. For the blessings, I went back and forth on a ton of blessings for this weapon. For this run, I had Death Spitter in both barrels. Both barrels is very nice with the unlimited ammo that the Hive Scum has, and you can just very quickly take out single elite targets and not have to worry about ammo. You could also go the talent that gives bleed stacks on crit. You have a couple different ways to stack crit on your ranged weapons through the talent tree, and then you could choose the perk here as well. And then you can also do the one that gives you additional cleave on crit, and that can be very nice. For the Curios, I just went ×3 toughness Curios to get that much more tankier. You could go stamina as well. For the perks on the Curios, I went combat ability regen because, again, I want uptime on my ult as frequently as possible. Revive speed is extremely strong. It doesn't only increase the speed of revives, but any form of rescuing, picking them up when they're netted, picking them up when they've been cliffed, also picking someone up at a respawn point, it's all that much faster. And getting someone up, especially in Havoc 40, is extremely important, so I stack revive speed as well. The last perk, I went flat toughness again, but for additional tankiness, you could go stamina regeneration, though it's probably not needed on this class. The stamina regen is already very high, so it's really up to you, but these are the three that I chose. For the stims, I chose to go just 100% into cooldown reduction and nothing else. The idea is I want as much uptime on my ult as possible. My ult is invulnerability to range attacks. It lets me dive in and take care of problem enemies and then come back to the team, and this just keeps the uptime that much more. Looking at the talent tree, you take most of the talents at the top of the tree. You could take Quick and Deadly if you wanted to. I don't think it's needed, and we use the points elsewhere. But you really want to make sure to cut off to the right and grab Float Like a Butterfly. Getting that 20% extra crit chance is very strong. And then obviously all of the toughness regeneration nodes, etc. Burst of Energy and Voice of Tertium, all of those are very strong. And then we use Speed Loader. Just reload speed with the shotgun, very, very strong. We go to Chem Grenade. Chem Grenade is the best grenade on Hive Scum and probably in the game. It's completely ridiculous. You just, an entire area for 20 seconds, you say anything that comes in here dies. Very strong grenade. Going straight down the middle, you want to, again, the Hive Scum needs as much tankiness added as they can get. So you want Gang Tough, you want Tisbo to scratch, you want Nimble for survivability, anything to help you survive. Here, after the, obviously Aura is Gunslinger improved. After the Aura, you can go Long Lasting or the toughness boost, or, you know, drop points elsewhere to get long lasting. I didn't take long lasting for the stim duration. I didn't think it was necessary, but if you wanted to, you could drop a point somewhere else and get long lasting. I really think you should take the 25% extra, or sorry, 25 extra toughness though. Desperado, obviously. Cutting down on the left side of the bottom tree. Ammo jack gives you 3 shots instead of 2 in your gun, and you just don't get enough out of unload. It's a little bit of extra damage. It's not a lot. It's not worth it. Hypercritical does nothing, so we go down to pickpocket. I didn't get much value out of pickpocket, but it's still nice to know that, hey, you could have basically infinite ammo if you needed it. And then moving target, get that extra dodge while your ranged weapon is out. Going to the middle bottom tree, punching above one's weight gives you elite damage, and then something to note, so battering momentum on the right, the buff that gives you extra cleave, it says it's cleave for your next melee attack. It actually gives you cleave for your next attack in general. So if you bring a weapon that could cleave 3 or more enemies with a melee attack, you can swap to your ranged weapon and get 50% extra cleave for your shotgun blast as well. So right now I'm running the knife. You probably don't want to have battering momentum with the knife, but if you brought some other weapon that could actually cleave, battering momentum is something to think about, and that's actually a flex point that can be put somewhere else. And then on the far right of the bottom of the tree, extra blitzes because the chem grenades are broken, and then sample collector, really just to have the uptime on your stim, which equals uptime on your ult. So the general gameplay loop for this build, or at least the way that I like to play it, and I think provides the most help to the team, is when your ult is up and there's a room to clear, you ult, leave the team, go clear the room, and as long as you're comfortable dodging specials, you can just clear an entire room of shooters by yourself on Havoc 40, whereas before the Hive Scum class, it would have taken your team 5 minutes to clear that room safely. But once your ult is expired, you come back to the team, and while you're waiting for it to come off cooldown, you stick with the team, and I like to watch the back line. So you're not a frontliner, at least with this build, but you can watch specials from behind. And so it's when you're with the team, you're watching the back, you're looking for specials, and providing whatever support on the front line is needed. And then when your ult is up, you're ulting, you're going out there and you're clearing rooms and taking out high priority targets. It was pretty unfortunate that we lost our veteran here. When you go down the steps in this area, it's pretty much a guarantee to get a monster or boss of some sort, you know, monster or captain. And also, when you start to go up the stairs to the next area, you spawn enemies up top that then drop down behind you. And so between the monster, the hordes, the specials, and then enemies dropping behind you, it can be really rough, even with 4 players. And so being down a player is pretty bad here, but we'll see how we handle it. In a situation like this where you have this monster but also like trickle elites and horde and specials, especially when you have a Ogren on your team with a shield, but in general the monster is actually probably the least threatening thing here, and it's also going to take the longest to kill. So ideally you have someone just take the aggro of the monster and dance him around and distract him, and then the other 2 to 3 players, depending on how many are alive, clears out everything else. These bulwarks, these crushers, these other, you know, specials that are coming in, they're just going to cause way too much issue if you try to focus the monster first, unless you have a huge DPS, you know, ability and are able to clear it. So that's what we do here. Cooley on Ogren takes the boss, takes his aggro, and while he's dealing with that, I'm moving around, I'm trying to pick off elites, I'm killing specials as they show up, and it's going to take a while, but it's a lot safer, and eventually we are going to kill the boss. Psyker goes down as well. This was also very unfortunate. I wanted to wait for my ult before I rezzed him because of the snipers that had sightline on me, but I was able to get it off and get the res. At this point, we were getting pretty frustrated with all the fire grenades coming in, so I decided, okay, Psyker's probably distracted with something else. I'm just going to go in and clear out these grenaders and these snipers. Same thing here. I hear that we're gonna get a wave of specials. I'm not gonna be doing too much damage to that boss, at least nothing, meaningful. So I make the decision, hey, I'm gonna leave the boss with them. They can handle it. I'm gonna kill all these specials so their time with the boss is as easy as possible. They don't have to deal with these trappers or dogs or anything. I'm gonna take care of them.
Is this how it ends?
and we cleared it out. Like I said, it takes a long time, but you really want to focus the correct threats. Sometimes people think the boss is the biggest threat, and that's not really the case. The boss can be kited. You want to take your time, clear out everything else, focus the specials elites, and then focus the boss. And we were able to do it with the 3 players, and good it was.
Waiting for a second! Crush! Don't be a killjoy! Be a killer! I don't need you! Ammo! Terminated!
Offenders deploying. Stay alive until then.
Do it! Before he closes! Get him dead! Right here! Right now! Deploy is clear! Killing that scallop! Stay focused! Shut them down! After me! You won't be lost! I'm not just a night! I see a the flamer is down! Get for up! Buster sighted! Eliminate it! Traitor flamer in kill zone! Ready to
Wasn't so long ago that I was living around here. Let the past stay where it is.
Focus, and we may endure! Fox will block! It's gonna blow! Kill! Do it again!
The chem grenades are actually really good at clearing out these hexbound Daemonhosts and the cultists, and just the class in general. If I have my ult and a double barrel shotgun, you can line up a double shot and kill 2 cultists at once, and other than specials, you're really not scared of anything. You can almost die with these Daemonhosts alone and clear one completely by yourself.
Ready yourselves! A successful combination. The arms is neutralized. The embrace is failed.
that was unfortunate positioning. The mutie was slamming and the cast spawn came through, I think trying to attack me, and so the person got hit by both the mutie slam and the attack. Unless you hit, I think, like every shot from a double blast into the head on a Reaper, it takes 3 shots to actually kill the Reaper. I mess up in this a couple times throughout the map, but you want to do your single shot first on the Reaper and then finish on the double shot so you get the reload speed. Pretty often I use the double shot first and then the single shot, and that's incorrect. You want to make sure to end on the single shot when attacking Reapers, and even bigger targets like bulwarks as well. And this is actually a pretty rough time to get the twins. It could be worse, but we have specials and ambience coming from all sides. We're kind of stuck in this room. So I decided, hey, I'm going to just start chucking grenades. We need to make the space. We need these bosses dead. We get the Beast of Nurgle on top of it. It's a pretty rough situation. For things like this, you really need to linearize the enemies. Being surrounded is bad. If you can reposition as a team, you can get all the enemies to come from one side and handle it a lot easier. See that we're constantly repositioning and being pushed back. It can be a bad thing, but being surrounded is even worse. So we're pushed back all the way to the drop down, but now we're in a safe position. There's no more enemies around us, and we can take down the twin, take down the Beast of Nurgle, and poor Cooley is out there alone with the other twin, but he makes his way back.
Give me the old Catholic double enjoy this. Presents for everyone!
It's a friendly sort of fighting. Means getting to know the enemy from the inside out.
Look right, step back!
Ammo!
Concentration!
It's us!
This can be a tricky hexbound Daemonhost if you don't know where to look, because you'll see the one straight ahead on the right and think that that's the Daemonhost that's ticking right now, A lot of the times it's not. It's actually in the left a little alcove area. So I can see teams getting really confused, skipping this Daemonhost, triggering the second one, and then having to fight the Hexbound. So just remember to check this little alcove for this Hexbound Daemonhost.
Shield up! Take shelter!
I didn't want to take the shot on that sniper there because it was a very good chance that the pellets from the shotgun would go past and hit one of the cultists, and then we'd have a fast ticking Daemonhost before we were ready for it. Again, leave the boss. My team can handle him alone. What's going to get them killed is shooters and specials when they're distracted at the boss. So I ult, go down, take care of the gunner and the shooters, take care of a couple specials, and just make sure their time with the boss is as easy and safe as possible. Because I'm not going to be doing that much damage to the boss anyway. So the best way I can help is clearing out the rest of the stuff. These rooms with mass shotgunners are the most fun part of the build. Just being able to double blast into a group of elites and see all your shotgunner kills in the top left is very fun. So this is an example of a Daemonhost that I could actually just clear by myself. The team ended up coming to help me, but this being an entire room of ranged enemies, when I ult, I'm immune to all of them. So I can come in here, click my ult, and just double blast all of the cultists and clear it, and then go back to my team if needed. Like I said, they ended up coming to help me, but it honestly wasn't necessary.
Protocols applied!
Arbitrators and officers that don't all houses! They're all just gangs with fancy names! Like a cult!
Bad news! It's a simplistic attitude, so I should not survive. Reaper! Hold up! 666! Find it! Kidding! Yes!
Again, just highlighting here, if I don't think there's value that I can bring on the front line, either there's too much carapace or it's a boss that I'm not going to do too much damage to, the most value for the team, watch the flank. All those specials coming from behind can be a big issue. I'll go take care of them while you guys deal with the other stuff that I'm not good at dealing with anyway. Here I'm basically waiting for the cooldown on my ult so I can go back out there and pick off more gunners and shooters. Them being up top there is actually very annoying though, because I can't reach them like I could with a different ranged weapon. This mutie really tried to throw me directly into the Poxburster explosion, but the timing was just a little off for him. So right now, I know that the bridge section is coming up, and that is usually a wipe spot for teams. It's one of the hardest parts of this map, so I really want to find grenades. The chem grenades are going to be super valuable on the bridge, and we really want to find some. Spoiler alert, we do not find any, but luckily we have the ammo crate that I'm carrying, and the vet is on field improv, so I'm gonna get some grenades from the ammo crate.
Everyone pay attention and group up as soon as you can.
Chickney! Indeed. Ammo surprise! We fight for the innocent! My mistake!
I actually placed down the ammo crate preemptively because I just know that this is going to be a sea of enemies. It always is, and I don't want to have to waste time placing it, and there's no chance I'm not going to place it. We need these chem grenades. This bridge is crazy, so I'm going to put it down.
Defense protocol! Cover! A successful termination. We need Bastion! Flame it neutralized! Get him down! Bastion! Right now! Kill that guy! He won't be lost! I've got justice! But you're doing the job! Look at me! I'm flashing! Hey, brother! You want this? Good kill! That's the way it's in! Defensive protocols!
You can see that there's the hexbound Daemonhost at the other end of the bridge. We saw it, and we really didn't want to move too far forward and start that ticking. But there's also usually a monster trigger partway through the bridge, so we were fishing to see if we could hit the monster trigger and not trigger the Daemonhost, and it looks like we did it pretty well.
We're here to engage and destroy the enemy. More gratification's nothing to do with it. Stay down! Try to relax. Precision suffers when the machine is wound too tight.
The fire grenades here were really causing issues, and the vet, for whatever reason, wasn't able to take care of them, so I go ahead, push forward, and try and take care of them myself because somebody needed to do something. So I'm not sure if I just took one step too far here. It didn't look like I stepped any closer than I normally would. This is kind of a nightmare scenario too, because we have this armor chunk coming up front and we have the boss in the back. I feel like there's no way we're not going to have to fight this Daemonhost. I throw a Hail Mary chem grenade to just try and kill as many cultists as I can to slow down the ticking of the Daemonhost, and it seems to work. I don't know how many cultists I killed with that grenade, but the ticking did slow down, and we're able to try and push forward to try and deal with it in time. For a second, I think that dog is going for someone behind me, so I ignore it, and I end up paying for it. He turns back around, jumps me, and I'm not able to deal with the other specials that take me down. I really thought that was going to be it for the Daemonhost, but again, we're able to push in, and we're able to stop it before it triggers. It was a really scary moment of the map. So from here on out, that was probably the last really hard part of the map. The rest of it's basically free. The boss fight is basically free. So I'm gonna leave you guys here just to watch the end of the map. I think the boss does green stim and get, double HP, but we're able to take care of it. Just some closing thoughts. The class is a lot of fun. This build is a lot of fun. It's a lot of, zigzag, go in and out, away from your team, back to your team. I need to be better about using my stim on cooldown to keep uptime of my ult. That's something I need to work on. But I'll just blame the lack of sleep here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Sniper's cut!
Mine!
Sticky bomb! Raise your stick! Grenade! Never want to be pretty. You're ugly too.
I concur. Thanks. Weaving bastion.
You're not done yet.
Right here!